My name is Stuart Abernethy from X-Yachts in Great Britain. This is a video tour of the pre-owned XC50 that we're currently listing, and I have ashore here at our offices in Hamble. Around 30 of these dedicated 50-foot blue water cruising yachts have been built by X-Yachts of Denmark, this being hull number 8 from 2011. She has the smart, distinctive light grey topsides, of course with the iconic 3 X-Yacht waterline stripes. Now, stepping aboard, I can tell you the entire XC line is characterised by certain features, such as a deep, secure, enclosed cockpit, fixed cockpit table with space for a 12-inch chart plotter, and a main sheet traveller mounted on top of the coach roof for added safety in the cockpit. And moving forwards, she has plenty of safe grab handles, and she has the full complement of teak decking, which remains in very good condition. Our service team lightly sanded the decks in 2019, and they show no signs of needing to be replaced in the coming years. The electrical windlass was replaced in 2018. The rig is fractional with a furling forestay, a removable Kevlar inner forestay for heavy air sails, a fully battened mainsail dropping into a stack pack, which was replaced in 2018. The main and the jib are by North Sails and were new in 2018. The hatches are all flush mounted, creating a very clean and clutter-free deck. Moving back to the cockpit for a closer look. The engine controls are mounted to starboard, along with the bow thruster, secondary windlass control, and the electrical transom door buttons. The 12-inch Raymarine Axon Pro plotter was new in 2018, and below that the autopilot control and secondary VHF station. The companionway houses 2 Raymarine ST70 Plus displays. All the winches are full stainless steel Anderson and are electrically powered. Primaries are oversized 68s, so jib handling still easy for a couple. Powered winch buttons lower there, you can see. Aft are the gin and tonic seats, the removable davits for dinghy, and the various SATCOM aerials for blue water sailing. The transom and cockpit is in the open position, allowing for easy access from the pontoon or dinghy. This closes when sailing for a much more secure feeling. The hatch to port is for the optional stern anchor, but not fitted to this yacht, and to starboard, the hatch is for the life raft. Below the waterline shows the retractable 24-volt bow thruster in its down position. The entire underwater body was stripped of all the anti-fouling, and new epoxy and anti-fouling was applied in 2019. A build-up of anti-fouling since new meant this was required. She has flush-mounted skin fittings for the seacocks throughout, and to complement the tall rig and sail plan, she has a very deep and very powerful rudder. You will see the engine later. However, it's connected to a shaft drive supported with a P-bracket and Flexifold 3-blade folding bronze propeller. The keel is the standard 2.35 metre, L-shaped with solid lead bulb. It's fully encapsulated in GRP fairing for the perfectly designed hydrodynamic shape. Her gel coat topsides are in very good condition and are protected with a nano-based UV polish, which we applied in 2019. The owner's cabin has a generous centerline double berth. There's storage to port, below the entire berth with access from the front. In the freeboard lockers to port and starboard. and in a double wardrobe with drawers below. The air conditioning controls for the owner's cabin are located here, and there's a further 2 units for the saloon and for the aft cabins. The ensuite heads to a separate shower area with folding perspex screen. All the mirrors have been replaced in 2020. And moving aft into the main saloon. She has a traditional and practical layout for spending lots of time aboard. The woodwork is all in teak with a hand-rubbed satin finish for a warm feel. To starboard is a bench sofa, long enough to use as a sea berth, also including a lowering drinks table and bottle storage. The dedicated chart table has a VHF, SSB, charger inverter, generator and SATCOMs. The varnish work remains in excellent condition even in the high wear areas. Plenty of useful storage here as well. And aft to the dedicated shower area, which is access from the starboard aft cabin and from the saloon. And through the perspex door into the actual heads. Both are manual and both have holding tanks fitted. The starboard aft cabin is a double with access to the generator area and very good storage on the freeboard. There's access to the main engine through this cabin as well, if required. The companionway varnish work is excellent. The raw teak steps are deep, curved, and provide plenty of grip. The size of the galley is a real asset on this yacht, with lots of deep storage, work surface area, and the U-shape works really well at sea. She actually carries over 800 litres of fresh water in stainless steel tanks. There are 2 good-sized fridges, a microwave, and of course the gas cooker. And to the port aft cabin. It's a similar layout to the starboard cabin, but with more hanging and locker space. Both cabins have 3 opening hatches for plenty of ventilation in warmer climates. And the engine room access via the companionway steps gives super access to the Yanmar 110 horsepower engine. This was fully serviced at the end of 2019, and the diesel capacity is over 600 litres. So this concludes this tour. For full and detailed information, please ask for the PDF specification, which we'll be happy to send you by email.